The following album review is a re-upload of the first album review I did a little over a year ago called Queensryche's The Warning. As usual, you can check out my past album review episodes as the playlist is in the description box. I had recently taken down the first episode of Joelum's album review and just restructured it and re-uploaded it. Enjoy the episode. I began with Queensryche's first full-length record, The Warning, recently celebrating its 40th anniversary of its release, which took place September 7th of 1984. The record went gold and made it to number 61 on the Billboard 200. I first put up this review on October 2nd, 2023. The Warning was inspired by the world events in the 1949 novel by George Orwell called 1984. And the record was recorded in multiple studios in London, including the Beatles' old Abbey Road studios. Now, the positives behind making The Warning was Queensryche got to work with producer James Guthrie, and he had produced many of Pink Floyd's classic albums, and Pink Floyd was a major influence on the quintet from the Pacific Northwest, USA. The negative is that when the band went over budget and the label took it out of their hands and gave it to someone else to mix, it was the only time that creative freedom was restricted during the recording. Now, whoever the asshole who mixed the album had no fucking clue who the fuck Queensryche was, even though that guy never listened to the music. So the idiot who mixed it according to how he thought the band would sound, in which Queensryche hated it. Here's the track listing for Queensryche's The Warning. Warning, written by Jeff Tate and Michael Wilton, clocks in at 4:46. And 4 is written by Chris DeGarmo, clocks in at 5:16. Deliverance, written by Michael Wilton, clocks in at 3:21. No Sanctuary from Chris DeGarmo and Jeff Tate, clocks in at 6:05. NM156, written by Chris DeGarmo, Jeff Tate, and Michael Wilton, clocks in at 4:38. Take Hold of the Flame, a great song by the way, written by Chris DeGarmo and Jeff Tate, clocks in at 4:57. Before the Storm, written by Jeff Tate and Michael Wilton, clocks in at 5:13. Child of Fire, also written by Tate and Wilton, clocks in at 4:34. And Roads to Madness, written by Chris DeGarmo, Jeff Tate, and Michael Wilton, clocks in at 9:40. On the 2003 reissue bonus tracks, the song Prophecy was written by Chris DeGarmo, clocks in at 4 minutes. A live version of The Lady Wore Black from the Astoria Theatre in London on October of 94, clocks in at 5:23. Songs written by Jeff Tate and Chris DeGarmo. And of course, Take Hold of the Flame, live at Madison and La Crosse, Wisconsin on May 10th and 12th of 1991 during the Empire Tour, clocks in at 5:06. I gave the overall rating of 5 out of 10. The only song that was worth listening to was Take Hold of the Flame, arguably the strongest song off of The Warning. You can expect more of these re-uploads on Joelum's album review and also on Joelum's movie review starting later this week. So, this has been Joelum's album review re-uploaded.
Non